everyone, my name is Madison Overholzer, and for my project, I went and interviewed an ELD teacher at Bush Elementary School. Bush Elementary School is located in Salem, Oregon, and it is a Title I school. I interviewed 3rd, 4th grade teacher Mario Martinez. At Bush Elementary, a majority of their students are ELL students, mostly Hispanic, but also from other countries as well. They use the early exit program. So what that means is that in kindergarten, they teach a majority of the day in Spanish and then only a part of the day in English. Then when they move on to 1st grade, they learn most of their curriculum is still in Spanish, but a little more in English. And then by the time they move to 2nd and 3rd grade, they're doing most of their curriculum in English and less Spanish. The goal behind this is to increase English fluency, but it doesn't really do a lot to support the Spanish or home language used. When I asked about qualifications and what kind of teachers they had at Bush Elementary, I was told that they only have 5 bilingual teachers for the entire school, but they have everyone else as ESOL teachers. Well, interestingly enough, not all of the ESOL teachers have their ESOL endorsement. From what Mr. Martinez said, it didn't really sound like the school was really pushing them to get their ESOL endorsements because they're having a hard enough time getting any teachers to work at Bush Elementary because of their lack of funds and being a Title I school. I'm looking for the next bullet point that we need to talk about. We have to talk about their second language programs. So as I said earlier, it's mostly English language learners who are all working on English proficiency. To exit the early exit program, the ELD specialist will give the students an English proficiency test. If they pass, they test out of the program. But typically that doesn't really happen until 5th grade when they're moving on to middle school, where they will be tracked for another 4 years. Parents have a lot of involvement in this. They notify parents when they're ready to test kids to see where their level is at. And then parents can decide ultimately if they want their child to be in just an ESOL class or a completely bilingual class. Part of the identification and process is simply seeing how the students perform in the classroom and also kind of talking with them and getting a feel for what their English proficiency is like and then what their other language proficiency is like. And after evaluating the students' interactions, the teacher might refer them for a bilingual class or an ESOL class, but very few students are in neither of them. Overall, I feel like the district of Salem-Keizer has identified that they have a growing number of English language learners and that they need to do something to help accommodate them. So they have launched a lot of new bilingual education programs, and